Alright, this is to all the morons that think Donald Trump is this great president that's all for freedom and all for all of our rights, right? You guys are idiots, absolute morons that just jumped on a bandwagon just because some truth channels or so-called truth channels said to go ahead and vote for Donald Trump. And I understand why you would want to over Hillary, but Donald Trump has proven that he does not care about the most basic of human rights that most people would want. He wants to expand the NSA. He wants to expand the wars in the Middle East. I mean, what the heck? What in the world? He couldn't care less. He couldn't care less. Why would the people who just a couple years ago were arguing against the wars in the Middle East, now all of a sudden they're just hopping on Donald Trump's bandwagon? I mean, what sort of idiots are these people? Just committing themselves to a person. They're just switching their whole political ideology just because some person wants to do something. Wow, congratulations. Wow, let's just invade the Middle East for the 50th time. Let's just add more Patriot Act laws. Let's add more stuff to it. I mean, you guys are complete morons. Complete and utter idiots. I mean, seriously. Donald Trump, he couldn't care less about you. I'm honestly being truthful about that. He couldn't care less about you. None of the presidents, none of the candidates, nobody could care less about you. You want to know why? Because people run for president because they want power, and power only. Donald Trump, he ran because he wanted power. Because he wanted power. Hillary ran because she wanted power. All the candidates wanted power and prestige. They couldn't care less about you. I mean, seriously. He's just going to expand more of the Patriot Act. I mean, seriously. He thinks there's terrorists hiding in each corner. I mean, we've already proven that this is a lie. You have a greater chance of getting struck by lightning than getting killed by a random Middle Eastern terrorist, okay? It's literally the stupidest thing ever to think that you could just be killed by a terrorist at any given moment. It's delusional. It's delusional to make that a priority. I mean, sure, strengthening your borders, that should be a priority because you don't want random people coming over, and we know what happens when a whole lot of illegal immigrants come over and then crime starts happening and all that stuff. We don't want that. So yes, strengthen the border, but don't build a fucking wall that's going to cost millions and millions, and no, not even millions, trillions of dollars. Why would you do that? Like, seriously, who's paying for this? Mexico's not going to pay for it. And yes, that's a lie. If you think they're honestly going to pay for the freaking wall, you're an absolute moron. Do you have any idea how easy it is for people to go over a wall? I mean, a wall is the most obsolete thing ever. I mean, you might as well just make webcams or something and put them around the border or something. I don't know, motion sensors around the freaking border and then just have it go off whenever there's people crossing. I don't know. That's just my idea. But a freaking wall? You know how obsolete that is? That's a structure that can easily be broken and manipulated, for Christ's sake. But Donald Trump supposedly knows everything, right? He supposedly knows everything, right? He can't do any wrong, right? Let's just have him do random searches and seizures, right? You guys are absolute idiots. Come on now. Donald Trump may not be racist, but he sure is a totalitarian when it comes to, and he's bad at pretty much everything else. I mean, seriously. Only thing I agree with him on pretty much is border control, but he doesn't even know how to do it right. He doesn't even know how to do it right, for Christ's sake. And I agree with him on some economic situations. I do. I really do. But come on. When it comes to law enforcement and just the laws he's proposing, like having more spying on national security, that doesn't make any sense. Come on now. You honestly do realize the chances of actually getting killed by a terrorist.